What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rashid White. All right, Stephen A. This video came out, or his article, whatever, came out 4 or 5 days ago. I actually missed this. Actually, I saw this on one of the Facebook Nets pages over there, man. But I couldn't find it until recently. That started actually popping up in the Google News feed over there. So he goes off on Ben Simmons over there, man. And everybody knows that follows this channel, my other channel, BKNY Hoops. I am a Brooklyn Nets fan, so let's see what Stephen A. Smith actually has to say about Ben Simmons over here.
Injury. It's now been a month. We haven't seen him. He's getting more injections. Where you're at with Ben Simmons, and how concerned are you that he's not going to get to where he was? Because preseason, Ben Simmons said that he would.
I'm completely disgusted with him. I am completely disgusted with Ben Simmons, and I think we all should be. I don't care at this point that he's injured. And the reason why is because too much time went by when you were not injured, when you were not playing. But you certainly made sure that your check was in your bank account every single month. We understand that mental health is a huge issue. It's serious. It's not something to be diminished or maligned in any way. But you know something? You think about your money. Every time you turned around, he thought about his money. And I'm a fan of Ben Simmons. I like him genuinely as a person. But I can't even measure the level of disappointment I have towards him. I watched this man blossom into a star and an all-star caliber player in this league for years. As a youngster in this league at 6'9", with his ball handling and passing and playmaking skills, along with his defensive prowess, even with the inability to shoot shots from the perimeter, he was still considered an elite player in this game. And somehow, some way, he let the noise get to him in a way that prevented him from playing the game. He actually treated basketball as if you were asking him to be on the front lines of a war or something. It made no sense whatsoever. And so now that we've transitioned to this point where he's legitimately injured with his back, or it's a knee problem, or whatever else he comes up with, you're not delegitimizing the injury. You believe him. And you understand not to sit up there and malign him as if you're questioning the legitimacy of the injury. We're not doing that. What we're saying is we don't care. Yeah. Because if it were not that injury, it would be something else. Because over the last 2 to 3 years, what you've shown us is an unwillingness to have a passion to play the game of basketball. And I don't think the United States should accept it. I don't think Australia should accept it. I don't think any place on the planet that loves the game of basketball should co-sign and condone Ben Simmons' lack of commitment to the game of basketball. Enough's enough. It's unacceptable. You're too great. You're too talented. You're too gifted to be allowing your talents to waste away the way that he has. I'm not excusing it any.
All right, so yeah, listen, he's going through some he's going through some back injuries right now. What you actually do want to see is him actually working on his free throws, definitely working on his jump shooting. It's hard because at the point guard position, I mean, his strength is actually really getting downhill. I mean, you see in the first couple of games how quickly he gets downhill with the basketball. And, you know, when you got smaller defenders on you, man, it's like you're programmed. Like you have Shaquille O'Neal, you have Shaq out there. You know, you're not going to have him going out there and shooting jump shots. There was a movie clip that, I forgot the name of this movie. It was a basketball movie, and they didn't want the big man actually really kind of shooting the three. I mean, because if you're going to put him at the point guard position, you know, most of the other guards are 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". Let's say John Morant's guarding him, Kyrie's guarding him. And imagine yourself playing against Ben Simmons, right? And, you know, that's what you want him to do. Like me, I'm 6'1". And if I'm playing Ben Simmons, I want him to shoot. I mean, he's 6'10", 6'11", you know, powerful. I don't want him posting me up or taking me to the hole. So I guess in his mind, whoever programmed, you know, well, not programmed, but basically like taught Ben how to play. You know, they coaches, whether they were in high school, in college, or other tournaments they had, they just told him, listen, get downhill, you're tall, you're strong, you're athletic, you know, we don't want you actually shooting any type of jump shots. So, but if you put him at another position, at the 5 position, at the 4 position, yeah, he's going to actually have to go shoot because he can't just really overpower those, like guys that are like 250, 260. He did it against Rudy Gobert, dropped 42 points against them. But yeah, I mean, listen, he's injured. He looked good the first couple of games with the Brooklyn Nets. Not from a scoring perspective, but basically from rebounding, playing defense, moving the basketball. And like I said, I don't know if it's the coach or not, man. I want to see him post up more. I want to see him definitely post up more and get into like a little bit of more of a scoring mindset. Him turning that point guard switch, but Stephen A is right to a certain degree, and his contract is coming up in a couple of years, and I think I said this in another video, and he has to actually go out there and really kind of start shooting and take the next steps, and sometimes, like I said, it happens to the best of us. It takes something bad to actually happen. Him getting like embarrassed in the playoff series where, let's say that Philadelphia series, I remember the Atlanta series. It kind of takes something for you to actually go out there and really kind of start evolving. I don't know, man. It's hard to believe for me that a guy who makes 3 All-Star teams can say you can actually say, well, doesn't really care about the game of basketball, man. There's a lot of players in the NBA right now. It's like 400 something players, and there's a whole bunch of them out there that could be working on their games and getting better. And let's say, oh, I want to make an All-Star team, but they don't have any desire to actually do that. All right, so like on the Brooklyn Nets, you had Joe Harris there. Joe Harris was like, he didn't try to put in the work to become an All-Star or anything like that. He just kept doing what he was doing, and hopefully Bennett's not like that. We can definitely actually see him take another leap. That would be really, really good. I'm pretty sure he has people in his ear and his agent and everything, really trying to rebrand his image. But Stephen A, I don't know. He's kind of talking out of both sides of his mouth. He's saying, "Hey, we believe you with the injury. Hey, back injuries are no joke, man. I had it, and it's really, really painful, man. It's some of the most excruciating pain that you're ever gonna experience, in your life, man. Damn near, man. It's just like, and especially like an L4 or something like that, where you can't move your legs. It's scary, man. So maybe there's like a psychological hurdle that he actually has to get through. I'm not making excuses for him, but I mean, he went through one back injury, and I think the herniated disc is the same type of injury. He had a what's it called? A back impingement, yeah. And it kind of does affect your legs somewhat, but he put the work in the off season to try to get back to where he was at pre-Philly level. It looked, almost like it was actually there. Who knows during the first couple of games if he was actually re-experiencing some pain. So, all right, I'll wrap this video up. Hopefully Ben will actually be back. Yeah, and I'm almost forgetting about Ben Simmons too. I actually have to do these videos at times so I can actually really truly remember him, man, because hopefully he definitely comes back, because he's one of my favorite players in the NBA, man. I love passing. That's why I fell in love with the game of basketball. Everybody falls in love with the game of basketball for different reasons. My reason is passing. All right, so definitely like, comment, subscribe, certainly share this video, and when you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.